We got episode 2 of The Mad Scientist and Epschtine.
Oh, well.
We got this thing, Ralphie. You're going to love it. Steve and Sam present The Mad Scientist and Epschtine.
Epschtine.
Hey, where's the first episode?
Our staff likes making characters. They like character-based comedy shtick. And this one, we listened to part 1, and apparently one of the characters, I'm not sure which is which, or what, likes having things pounded up their ass.
You got the scientist inventing everything, and then what? His assistant is pounding?
Yes. The scientist invents the thing.
Yeah, they'll explain.
And they only have one prototype.
They get behind the scenes of the whole thing.
Sam's best to explain.
No. I am the inventor, and he's Epstein.
You're the inventor.
Of course he's the one shoving shit up his ass.
I couldn't tell who was who.
The inventor,
also known as the Mad Scientist.
He was the Mad Scientist, but he's not necessarily crazy because he's a good guy.
But it's called the Mad Scientist, and
it's a working title.
Okay.
That's just the pilot. Basically, he creates inventions that will benefit society greatly. And while he just has the one prototype, he shows his assistant, Epschtine, who is a large, well-groomed guy who wears a Captain Caveman outfit that's too short for him, and sits on the floor, picking up his testicles and then dropping them again.
Right, which we get more of in episode 2.
Good, because in episode 1, I wasn't getting any of that.
No, we fleshed this out more in episode 2, so we have a lot more sound design in this one.
You learned from Steve, by the way, because this is like how Steve explained Ramon back in the day.
Well, we put a lot of thought into these characters to make sure that they were substantial.
You've got to have backstory, even if it's a little crazy.
By the way, before we play episode 1 again, I get an email from Steve. Jump in anytime, Ralph.
Is he trying to book Jack Rhodes?
I'm
That's
shocked.
okay, I'm just saying.
The wonderment. I'm
it's
full of anticipation at hearing everything up his butt and dropping testicles.
Most of us have noticed that Steve grew a massively full beard in like 3 days, right?
Yes.
Everyone remembers the huge beard he had?
Wow.
He got rid of the beard yesterday. And he writes me an email, and he goes, I wish I still had it.
I got it, hold on.
You have the exact one?
Scroll.
Because it was just creepy how you wrote this. Let me see if I can find it.
I was asking...
Scroll. More scrolling and scroll.
I'm about to read. Thank you very much.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. I said I just shaved my beard in a gas station bathroom. What a fucking creep I am.
Why? There was no one on the other side of the hole?
Yeah, right?
I was in there for hours waiting.
He was pretty. He was trying to make himself more pretty because it wasn't working the other way.
I swear, I shave with a wide stance. That's the only reason.
I had just got
Funny thing, nobody here likes bears.
My ass and ball, and so I figured, why not shave my
In a
beard?
gas station.
Why in a gas station?
A gas station bathroom.
I was going out to dinner with my father last night, and I didn't have enough time to get back home after I had just gotten a haircut and my beard trimmed. And what he didn't do was I didn't get clean shaven after he trimmed my beard, so I had all this stubble underneath, and I looked basically more dirtbaggish than I usually do, which is, semi-dirtbaggish. Anyway, so I had some time to kill before I had to go. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
Wow. The best part was the swallow after semi-dirtbaggish.
Yes.
Like you were waiting for someone to jump in. Waiting for someone to jump in to bail you out. Like, you're not dirtbaggish at all.
Yeah.
No, that was like because he was joking, but that was the mental.
Yeah.
He had the timing of a joke,
but
just none of the ensuing laughter, which is,
He's exactly right.
which is more than normal. Moving forward.
Anyway, I had time to kill, so I went to a gas station and got these disposable razors. And believe me, the whole time I'm doing this, I'm contemplating, wow, this is fucking creepy. I'm about to go into a men's room at a fucking gas station in Jersey and shave to make myself look less creepy before I go to dinner. And so I sat there, with this lubricated razor shaving.
Oh, I was going to ask about the lubrication. I was wondering if you were going to use the jizz from the guy that was next to you.
No, I wasn't shaving my tonsils.
It's a good exfoliant.
I like when Steve does a parody of Steve.
Yes. Steve does a good
We
Steve.
got him so fucked up, man. You're
Just
a
adding to
mess.
the characters
I know.
that are already there.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, I had to clean all this up, because I had to get the Fu Manchu back looking nice, because the full beard, as predicted, got really fucking itchy, and I started to see all the gray hairs.
Your beard is very complicated.
Yeah, it is.
That's a lot of work to keep that up.
It is. And
You got all sorts of angles there.
I was directing my my barber, and he was just like, "How do I want it?" So I was showing him my license photo, and I was like, "No, see how it's like this," and we got it.
Like this.
And yeah, I'm just it's a lot more work than really needs to be done by anybody, but I do it.
All right. Cool. So back to the mad scientist and Epschtine.
Epschtine.
Go ahead. So are we ready to play episode 1? Did you guys...
Yeah, we've established. I mean,
okay.
That's the longest establishment I've ever heard in my life. And just a quick question, Steve. Do you own one shirt with sleeves? One shirt.
Yeah, I wore it yesterday.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I did. I wore a shirt with sleeves yesterday. It was new.
It was mesh.
It was mesh.
You look like shorts. Of course. You do like showing off your arms.
I do.
To other men.
I do.
Yeah.
His tats. His big arms and his tats.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to say. I just agree.
Ralphie, he shaves his
Quick spin,
entire
diffuse.
body. He does. And
God, I'm glad I'm not hairy. If I had to do that, you know how long
are
it
you
would take.
shaving something every single day? And I'm not even talking. Let's keep your face out of it, because most guys have to get a shave done every day on the face.
No,
but
other than
besides that, are you
Same thing you
shaving
have to
every?
say if there's a cock in the room.
Do you shave every day? Is there a part of your body you're shaving constantly?
No, every other day, probably.
Your arms. Your
Yeah, it's usually arms.
legs.
No. I nared my legs once. It was the worst experience that I friggin'... I wanted to see if I wanted to see if I was getting any more vascular definition in my legs from all the friggin' workouts I was doing.
Is that what you told yourself?
How hairy are you that you can't see muscle
And you
development?
can
you
see muscles
Armenian?
better through
Are you Armenian?
pantyhose.
No, I'm Italian and Lebanese.
Italian and Lebanese? Oh, God, y'all are
How
hairy people.
hairy are you? that
Extremely.
You can't see muscle development unless you shave. Steve, come on.
It's awful.
Let's see how hairy your
Steve
leg is.
Teen Wolf.
Well, now it's still growing back.
All right, this is
Oh, my God.
here's Steve's hairy leg.
Oh,
You
man.
can see muscle development through that.
You can a little, but I wanted to see if the veins were popping out.
Barely hairy.
This guy's obsessed with his body.
And, well, dude, you spend enough time being completely overweight and insecure, and you get
all right,
you
well.
go in the other direction very quickly once you get.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Look at Ralphie.
Sorry, Ralph.
Steve was
I'm
giant.
From Ralphie.
Steve
train
was
wreck. I don't look at anything.
gigantic. Steve was gigantic.
I used to weigh
Was he? Was he
I used to
big
weigh
man?
400
Oh,
pounds.
yeah.
Really?
Wait, how much you weigh, Ralphie?
I'm under 400. Kick ass.
Are you
I'm
really?
about 392.
Yeah, he was.
How big
yeah,
were you at
like
your
400.
That's half.
During the foundry years.
That was probably when I was at my heaviest. That was 400 plus, 405 probably.
Wow,
At that
congratulations.
Point, at that point, it's truck stops.
What do you weigh now?
250, 245.
Oh,
something
and you
like
guys had the same surgery, right, Ralph?
I guess I had the Roux-en-Y gastric bypass.
that. Yeah, it was. Mine was a vertical banded gastroplasty. So like some
Variation there.
variation of the same surgery. Yes.
Are you still losing?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do you feel better? 'Cause you've lost a lot of weight. Like, do you feel a lot better?
I feel so much better. My knees feel better. My hips, my ankles, my feet.
How much have you lost?
Since I had the surgery, 250 pounds.
What do
When I
you-
did last comic, I was around 650.
Come on.
What do you want to get down to?
I want to buy clothes in the mall. That's all I've ever wanted to do.
Do what?
Buy clothes in the mall other than socks and shoes and a hat. That's all I've ever been able to buy in a mall.
Well, how much do you want to weigh? What would you say? Would you want to get down to what? If you're like, what do you know? Like you said, you're under 4. What's that mean? 390?
Yeah, 390.
So would you want to get down to 200?
I'd love to be down to 200. And you know what? As soon as I get this stupid plantar fasciitis thing, we're fixed on my
what's
foot.
that?
It's like the ripping of the tendon to the bottom of your foot,
Ow.
and then it heals up and it shrinks, and it feels like it rips every morning. It feels like. As soon as I get that done, I'm taken care of. I'm back fully. I'm just swimming right now, doing a water aerobics and stuff like that.
Oh, no more underwater footage, Ralphie.
No. I swear to God.
My God.
I apologize to everybody, and you're absolutely right.
should-
It was horrific. It
You
looked like
should punch
SeaWorld.
everybody that put that Celebrity Fit
They
Club
used it
together.
as a promo for.
Oh boy,
I know,
did
for
they!
years.
They did not do
they ran
right
it the
by
other
you.
day.
They didn't do right by you, sir.
No.
That
Look
was
how
not
fat
nice.
Steve was.
Yeah, Steve.
Look at how fast Tito put you down. Wow.
Fighting Tito back in
11
the day.
seconds I was knocked out.
I just went to a UFC match and sat behind him and Jenna Jameson.
Oh, that's right. They're going
I've
out,
got
right?
a picture of her eating a cheeseburger.
Oh.
I took a picture of her.
All right, let's play the first episode of The Mad Scientist and Epschtine.
Did this one feature Jack Rhodes?
Oh, wait, we'll do the Jack Rhodes after this.
I didn't
Okay.
remember that. Okay.
Oh, come on.
Oh, please.
Why would it
my
work?
side, Chezzy. But sometimes
Epschtine! Epschtine! Look and see what I've concocted. This
sucks.
conveniently sized
sorry.
apparatus
Thought I was talking
will
to myself.
transform any ordinary tap water into a combustible fuel to be used in automobiles. It will revolutionize energy consumption as we know it. Please handle it gently. It's the only one of its kind.
Quite impressive. It's most compact. Perhaps it would fit in mine Heine?
No! Epschtine! No! No, Epschtine, no!
It's pointy.
It's just one of a... Oh, don't pour grease all over it!
It's going in.
Epschtine!
It's almost there. It's in mine Heine.
Right. Back to the drawing board, then.
At least you had a strong ending.
And so that was episode 1.
Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
can't wait for episode 2. I can't
Mine,
either. It's gonna be
mine
great.
Heine.
You're absolutely right, Opie. I do love this.
Episode 2, the Phantom Humor.
It felt like the first episode was good enough for a second one.
I will say a Mine Heine is funny.
Mine Heine.
Yes. No offense to Sam, I'm sure.
Oh,
Well, you just got to come up with the. It's like the Ramon thing. It was. If you're going to end these things the same way, you got to think of a creative way to get there every time, and that's always the challenge.
We based the whole series of skits around Steve coming up with Mine Heine in his head, and we had to figure out some way to work it into something.
to work Mine Heine. Of course. Of course. Why?
All right, so episode 2 is
Can't
in
wait
front
for
of us.
episode 2 now.
It's really good.
It's a mess. Oh, he's right there. Episode 2, go ahead. What do we need to know about episode 2?
Well, the characters have been a lot more fleshed out. We learned that the inventor is in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he's older. He's older than we originally thought. He's very old, and he's in a wheelchair. That's why he needs an assistant so badly.
Okay, because we
Very
asked you
good.
about that.
So
Why
Epschtine
would you
does
keep
serve
this
a
guy
purpose.
around if he's shoving all your inventions up his ass?
Because he's a sweet old man in a wheelchair.
Okay,
who
now
does
we
need a
understand that
caretaker.
much.
And
Okay.
Epschtine does spend the majority of his time sitting on the floor, Indian style, picking up his rather large, engorged testicles up in the air and then dropping them. So you will hear that as well.
Okay.
And there's a paint can full of lard that Epschtine keeps next to him
At all times.
Yes.
And that's what we need to know?
Putting stuff up Mine Heine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think that's enough of the setup, and the rest of it should be.
and the inventor has an
This is
invention.
ridiculous.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
All right. Episode 2.
Shaved his beard again.
Yeah.
That is creepy. All right, here we go. Episode 2. The Mad Scientist and Epschtine.
Wait.
Epschtine.
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 Epschtine, stop playing with your testicles and look what I've done. This conveniently shaped vial contains an elixir which will increase the metabolism of anyone who drinks it. Can you imagine? This could eliminate the worldwide obesity epidemic permanently.
No, let me see.
No. Well, I suppose if you're careful, there's just the one, and...
Say, this would fit perfectly. In mine Heine?
No! No! No!
It's in mein Heini.
Well, at least it's still intact. Now, give it back.
Here you go.
No! My elixir! It's all over the ceiling! Epschtine! Well, back to the drawing board, I suppose.
All right, I gotta be honest here. You're turning me around a little bit.
You're turning me around to want to walk out of the studio.
No,
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
he's turning me around a little bit.
Much better.
A little bit.
Mein Heini.
Got the catchphrase. And,
He does have the catchphrase.
And no matter what he tries to do, he's still gonna have his invention up this guy's hind.
Now, inventor, if it was an elixir, it's not like a prototype machine or something. Wouldn't you just have the formula and you can...
But the problem is,
Oh, see, they
He
got to ask
just-
for everything.
made one vial full of the elixir.
Yeah, but he's got the formula.
No, he throws things together. You know, like he doesn't write everything down.
Is there a butterfly
then
involved
what was
with
he
this?
going to do with it anyway?
Yeah,
Well,
even if he
once-
had it, he couldn't have fucking made more of it.
No, once you have it, then he has a machine that you can put it into that will examine the ingredients and the amounts of said ingredients, and then that way he could produce more.
As
You
opposed
really
to just
love
writing
Star
it
Trek,
down.
don't you?
Yeah.
You're just a fucking asshole.
What?
That's exactly right.
This
That's
is
a
not.
completely reasonable explanation for why he only has one.
Making this up as we go along.
Let's go to Buffalo. Rick, what's
How
up?
come he hasn't put the machine that analyzes it up at Mein Heini?
Yeah.
Because
What are you trying to ruin
hasn't-
the whole season?
No, because he hasn't.
It's like Lost. I don't know what's going on. And you have to make sure you catch it from the first episode.
Let's say hi to Rick Buffalo. Go ahead.
Ramon Epstein sucks.
It's Epstein.
Didn't like it.
Stein.
Epstein.
Epstein sucks. Hi, Cam.
All right. By the way, Dan in Pittsburgh, Ralphie killed at Seven Springs. He won over 900 Steelers fans that didn't want to be there. It was inspirational. Thanks, Ralphie. And thanks for saving the boys. You had a good one down there in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, it was last Saturday during the playoff game.
Cool.
It
Wait,
was
you had
fun.
to like do comedy as these guys are getting ready for a playoff game?
No, the playoff game started at 8. My show started at 8, and I had 900 Steelers fans instead of watching the game came and see me, and then they got the last like 7 minutes of it.
Oh, cool. Very cool. All right. Max in Dallas. Max.
What's going on, guys? Ralphie, you are a funny bastard, dude.
Not today, but I'm trying, brother. Thank you.
I think they should do to Steve and Sam what they did to the female French collaborators at the end of World War II. That was awful. Punch it out.
Oof.
I have.
I guess,
Not a clue.
beat them and shave their heads.
Oh, okay. Greg in West Virginia. Greg.
Sounds like a bad Adam Sandler movie.
I guess I missed the Adam Sandler movie where he shoves inventions in his ass.
See, Sam doesn't put up with
Sam's
shit, man.
very defensive.
He's quick when you're going after him. Pat from Moonachie, he writes, wheelchair Fred's going to sue for character infringement. There's someone. And of course, Pat will linger longer with us. All right. Anything else you want to say about that?
Episode 3 coming soon.
Episode 3 coming soon,
boy.
exactly.
I can't
Oh,
wait.
man.
Could you give us a little like
Send me the
preview?
CD.
Yeah, come on. What about, next week on? We don't get a preview?
Something else will go in Epstein's Heini.
The inventor will have a brand new invention and he'll show it to Epstein.
And will the inventor ever catch on that he shouldn't show Epstein the invention?
It's one of those questions like you just listen and you go, will he ever learn?
Yeah. And since he's the assistant, why does he always wait till it's completely done before he shoves it up his Mein Heini? See, the vial itself,
Yeah.
he could shove all those he wants up his Mein Heini.
But you see, the inventor is not presenting the vials to Epstein. Epstein does not have the wherewithal to get up off of his
Oh, he just
floor.
doesn't realize he could...
He's just playing with his balls all day.
Oh, and that distracts him.
Yeah, he's so...
Until you come up and say, I've done something.
Until the inventor comes out.
Right.
Yes. The inventor. I'm sorry. I said you.
And Steve is cracking the whip. Any other characters in development with the guys?
Yeah, actually, we have Travis is a character who's been sort of lingering around. I believe it's a German character.
A man?
Is it?
Is it a German character,
I think
Travis? Oh, here comes Travis.
It's the character of making fun of Steve. I believe.
Ralphie,
He's still a character.
Ralphie, can you give up your seat for a girl, please?
Of course.
All right. There you go.
Lady?
Oh,
No.
boy. Oh, Ralphie, it's a boy. We always get confused. I'm sorry. You can sit
Here,
back
Travis.
down.
Ladies?
All right. Travis?
Steve likes to push anytime you maybe alter your voice in the office.
Yeah.
It's suddenly a new character.
Yes, it is.
And how did you alter your voice one day?
I just said, this is Steves, because Steve would be German, and Steve says, oh, new character. No.
So no matter what you do.
It wasn't. It was not Stebbs. I believe he has a last name.
Yeah.
Oh, Steves to boners.
Guys are just
Full of characters.
they're sleep deprived.
I like that.
So apparently,
So now you have to write a whole bit around this?
yeah, because I decide to just open my mouth. I have to create a whole backstory for Steves to boners, who I have a feeling will be a weird producer who likes to make his staff members do stuff they don't want to do.
With their heinies.
Yeah, with their heinies.
Mein Heine.
I suggest that every character that is developed under the Steve umbrella has to have something to do with the heiny.
Going up Mein Heine?
Well, or
No,
just
it doesn't have to go
the
up the
heiny has to be involved with every character developed under
You
the
don't need to
umbrella of Steve.
suggest that. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's not enough male asshole in this one. Go back and redo
Wishful
it.
thinking.
I gotta go back to the gas station bathroom to get inspiration.
But I think Fan and I might work on something that I just suggested.
Oh, what's that? You gotta.
Oh,
No, we can't.
can't.
Why?
No, big secret.
Don't spill the beans.
It's a good one.
That beard is becoming very impressive. I think you turned the corner this week with the beard.
You look like my cabbie.
He's part of. He's part of Afro Wars. That's why this thing, who will not admit that he's got a little black in him, is growing that massive afro. Right, Ralphie?
Yeah, there's
You
more
see
than one
it.
black stick in that wood pile. I'm from the south. I can spot it.
Yep.
But he's in the middle of Afro Wars. And Thanos too, but he's doing the beard because he's a little not. He's got all his hair, but he can like grow an afro up there.
Yeah, don't get any volume.
So he's going with the beard. All right. Hey, thanks, guys. Any other characters, Steve?
Oh, you never know.
Never know. He's such a tease.
You know what? And it's not fair. I've heard Travis prattle on in the Steves to Boner's voice. That is true. So to say he's being forced at gunpoint to create a character is a little bit misleading. I've heard him go on and on in this character voice enough so that you could actually create a promo out of these phrases he's using.
Is this true?
Sure, but Steve insists that they all have backstories and fucking biographies.
Of course. How do you keep a bit going?
What are some of your catchphrases?
I have none.
Does he have a catchphrase?
No.
I've heard him going on in the
I just
voice.
say, I'm Steves to boners.
Oh, let's hear that again.
I'm Steves to boners.
And that's all you got?
And that's it.
No, he said more than that. He's
and
just
that's
not
it.
fessing up.
All of a sudden he went Italian.
Yeah,
And that's
a new
it.
character.
because he's not really. He doesn't want to be part of this.
No, it's
Character
not
thing
that.
with Steve.
If I have a
He's a
good
shy
idea,
girl.
like for instance what I just suggested to the fan, then I'll work on it. But something stupid, I'm not just gonna create I'm not gonna force something, you know.
Oh, well, don't force anything.
No, it comes
Steps
naturally.
to bone.
All right, get the fuck out of here.